Ooh, shit. Where am I? Huh? Oh, howdy howdy my fellow dwellers of the internet. Fancy seeing you here. But where exactly is here? It looks familiar. It would seem that I found myself back in Rimworld, which is coincidental because your boy's actually been given a super secret task by the Council to capture one subject for every anomaly out on the Rim. Now, I don't know much about their anomalies, but what I do know is, honestly, I don't even know. What do I know? Yo, let me just say, before we go any further, you need to join my Discord server. Why? Because we got loot anime trading cards, dog. And on top of that, it's home to the greatest modded Minecraft server, maybe ever, Hebrewcraft. And if that ain't your cup of tea, that's fine. Maybe you have a green thumb, and you can help water the server tree. We're on a quest to have the biggest maybe ever, and I want you to be a part of that. So what are you waiting for? All that good stuff and more is waiting for you. Just join the Discord in the description, and let's get that motion, baby. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But what does matter is that we've got a Rim to be worlding. Now that I've put you all on game, let me introduce you to the crew. Arthur, our designated redneck sharpshooter, and as a bonus, he's severely autistic. Tony, with an I, and you know what I stands for, right? Intelligence. Yep, that's right, she's pretty smart for a woman. And finally, the biggest member of the group, Big Tommy. And there's not much to tell about him other than that he's a certified big nigga. We all crashed down upon the planet's surface, and it seemed that we'd found ourselves in the middle of the Sahara. You know why they call it a desert, right? Because it looks like everyone's already scrammed. Yo, what the fuck are you doing to that cactus? But the harsh climate won't stop us, as we began laying down the foundation of what will be our glorious compound. And a fundamental part of this compound is going to be this pen. But a pen for who, I hear you ask? Hey man, you got my pen ready? Yep, that's right, I brought my boy Kanye the Capybara, not to be confused with Kanye West. My lawyer has just informed me to state for the record that any and all similarities and or depictions of real-life characters are completely coincidental. Kanye's pen aside though, we've got a lot to do, cause despite our current setup being kind of cozy with the whole bare ground and being one with nature, to put things bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. No way we're gonna be able to capture these anomalies and perform Unit 731 levels of biological research on them, living like a bunch of damn Indians. The kind, not the 7-Eleven variant. Rather, we should live more like the pilgrims who conquered them, with more permanent structures and a more advanced society. Wait, is this racist?
Literally everything you said in the last 30 seconds was incredibly problematic. You really need to start taking my PR advice.
You know what, Larry? If you weren't Jewish, I probably would.
Hello, are you Baroon?
Yeah, that would be me.
Great, I have an Uber for here. Okay, you can get out now.
Yo, who the fuck? And just like that, we have a new colonist. And you want to know something funny? Coincidentally, they're Arthur's daughter. But she's 23 and Arthur's 25. How does that even happen? Although, her stats are pretty good, so, you know what? Good job. With the extra hands, construction on the compound just sped up by like 20% or something. Either way, a useful colonist is always a net positive. Hey, yo, get my binoculars.
What is it?
Some dude. Wait, hold up. It looks like he's getting chased by some sort of penis monster. Yeah, we should, probably help him.
Give him our food? Have you lost your mind?
No, I meant, like, kill the penis.
And you want to let him use our tents?
You know, Larry, it's shit like this that makes people so anti-Semitic. Disregarding Larry's Jewry, I had our colonists go out and put a little ED in that phallic-shaped creature from hell. It's hard to believe this isn't even an anomaly. And because of our heroic slaying of what I think most people would agree is a very average-sized penis monster,
that's quite big.
we found ourselves in the clutches of royalty. Apparently, saving a noble, well, makes you a noble. Now I had an important responsibility, to decide which colonist was deserving of receiving such a prestigious title. It's Arthur. He is objectively our best colonist, because he's not fat, and he's not a female. So he kinda wins by default. In the meantime, construction on the compound progressed as normal, as bedrooms were put up and we laid down the foundations to a modern society. What's this? Let's see here. Army deserter named Osmo wants to join. except he makes me an enemy of the Empire.
He claims to have information containing to the location of an interdimensional treasure.
Oh, true? Sign me up. Now, the entourage the Empire had after this dude was pretty pathetic. I mean, one guy? Either way, our colonists had no issue turning this one man into one PNG. Now, what's this about interdimensional treasure? Hey, buddy, do you know how to talk? I guess not.
Oh, what is it?
It's just a metal box.
Oh.
Whatever, at least we have another able-bodied colonist to help out. And it's a good thing we did, because not long after, we were confronted by this chunk of a BBC. Big, black creature.
Our crops are on fire.
Yeah, one problem this colony can't seem to solve is starvation. And the reason for that is because I have the management skills of a person who looks like this. I mean, really, imagine having me as your manager. Despite my innate lack of competence, though, the compound was coming along pretty well under my supervision. Hey, man, where my piece at? Piece of what? Man, look at this tiny ass pen you got me in while you out here building all this monumental mega structure shit, man. All right, chill. Look, is that good enough for you? Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Now my stompers can get some real stomping in. Bruh, new door. Who dis?
How would you like to make that deal?
I'm listening.
You give me that key, and I'll help you out on your little mission here.
Deal. So, how are you gonna help me out?
Turn around. Yeehaw.
Great. Another colonist. And what the fuck is that thing? Definitely something to do with the anomalies, of which we need to start catching. It's kind of the whole point of me being here. And before you comment on my L leadership skills because we're 4 minutes into the video and I've yet to catch an anomaly, let me just say that it's not my fault. Look, we've had a lot of things to deal with, and on top of all that, I've had to keep these people from having Chernobyl level breakdowns every other day. I mean, damn, you ain't met anyone bitchier than the average Rimworld colonist. Will you marry me? Great, now I've got to act as a marriage counselor too. We're gathered here today to see the holy matrimony between Tommy and his lovely partner Emily. Does that sound right? I've honestly never seen a wedding before. Whatever, I'm not a licensed priest anyways. Tell me guys, between the both of you, how much do you think you weigh? That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is our first anomaly. These oddly shaped individuals are Gorehulks, one of the many anomaly species that inhabit the rim. Don't be fooled by their very tanky appearance either. They're actually fairly fragile.
Swollen, and I can't get up.
And word on the street is pretty nutritious.
Nom, nom.
Not that I know anything about that. This may have allowed us to catch a specimen, but without any good way of storing them. So now we need to construct what I like to call the anomaly zone. Otherwise, this bad boy is going to escape. While I have the colonists do that, I can go ahead and mark off the first anomaly on our list. You see, this is why we need proper facilities built. Once we'd handled that little contamination breach, we finished building out the area. Then our colony experienced one of the universe's greatest miracles. The miracle of life. That's right, these little lovebirds have brought us a small child for sacrifice. Nah, I'm just playing. But I am a huge advocate for child labor.
Hello, CPS? Yeah, you should probably be on your way. What the?
Is that a corpse? It looks like Osmo, but Osmo's over there. Well, he was over there. Yeah, accepting that deal from earlier really got things popping off. Like these corpses, for example. They just kept appearing from the void. I thought if I ignored them, nothing bad would happen. Turns out, I was wrong. But this is Rimworld. We didn't get long to mourn his death, because immediately after, a group of shamblers showed up, and obviously, we need to capture one. Now, shamblers are really just zombies, so they're not that threatening. Make that 2 anomalies marked off our list. Now, it's always important to take advantage of any sort of off time you get out in the rim to do a little bit of housekeeping, and trust me, we had plenty of house to keep. Like upgrading to hydroponics to help curb our constant food shortages, actually studying the unworldly abominations held within our walls, or just hanging out with Kanye. Like I said, you really need to take advantage of these moments because they don't last long. From the crash, we managed to save a man by the name of Doc, and you wouldn't believe it, he has a high medical stat. And thankfully, for his own sake, he decided to join us of his own volition. Otherwise,
Maybe we shouldn't go there.
but hey, it wouldn't be a Rimworld colony if we didn't get to be a little inhumane. So, when a group of slavers popped by, I of course purchased a couple slaves. Child slaves, to be exact. But hey, I'm not a bad guy. I especially ordered the construction of their very own sleeping quarters, and I gave them bed rolls instead of making them sleep on the floor. And that, folks, is how you balance your karma. Or at least it would be balanced if I didn't let one of them die of a neglected infection shortly after. But hey, the other one escaped not long after, and technically you could say that my inability to keep them captured counts as emancipation. Once again, my karma is perfectly balanced.
Whoa, 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 those crackheads are trying to cast a curse on us.
That's right, some group of crackheads had the audacity to try to cast a curse on us. I say tried because Arthur went out and gave these guys a hands-on lesson to the definition of castle doctrine. Hey man, that castle doctrine thing applying to flesh beasts from another plane of existence? I guess why? I may have seen a few hanging around these parts, man, you feel? Have you, looked behind you? Oh, damn! It was definitely a lot more than just a few. And my god, they're ruthless. Nothing we can't handle, of course, but they were able to bite off both of Procy's legs.
I told you you should have came.
On the bright side, though, this allowed us to capture our third anomaly. Man, we're really making great progress here. Unfortunately, things can't be good forever. It's just a fact of life. And that reality would hit us hard when I sent Arthur to go and try to capture a sight stealer. This should have been an in-and-out job. Just down the one sight stealer and be done with it. Except, it wasn't just one. Outnumbered or not, Arthur doesn't give up, putting those shooting skills of his to work shot after shot. Though Arthur was victorious in his fight, and now even had the support of his fellow comrades, there's just some things you can't escape from, and your fate is one of them. Rest in peace, big dog. This was quite a hard loss, to the point where I even started drinking, and I'm allergic to alcohol. But where Jesus can taketh, he can most certainly giveth, blessing us with this fine female specimen. This fine piece of ass is what every man dreams of. A soft-natured, tatty, mommy material woman who may just eat you. Come on, guys, you can't tell me that's not hot. Now, we can't be broke in front of the huzz, which, right now, we most certainly are. So obviously, I constructed this organ harvesting facility instead. And I'll tell you, there's no better feeling in the world than pulling out a man's lung while he silently ODs on the anesthesia you got the calculations wrong for. He'll be fine. Hey man, I done hear you making some of that coin, and low-key, if you could give my pan a little bit of that expansimination shit you be doing, I know God would bless you graciously. Yeah, sure, I got you, bro. Thanks, man. This is why you my favorite Jew. I'm not Jewish. Oh yeah, you the gay one. Man, I thought you were the fish, man. My bad. Anyways, I can't be getting too off track. We got more anomalies to catch.
Baroon, it's awful. The anomalies. They're escaping.
What? That can't be possible.
Well, I might have sourced our holding platform from Temu.
I literally showed you which ones to buy.
They were just so much cheaper, I couldn't resist.
This is bad. Larry, if they find out, I'm screwed.
It's okay. We'll get them back.
Are you Larry Shammanuni Laddockstein?
That's me.
Throughout this entire video, you've placed multiple single-frame subliminal messages aimed towards the audience.
Huh?
Both the 7th and 12th District Courts of Inner Dimensional Affairs have found you guilty of 16 counts of felony brainwashing. You've hereby been sentenced to 500 years of digital confinement.
Wait, get that away from me.
Hey, hold up, that's my accountant you're taking.
Got what you were after,
Where?
so pay up.
Where am I?
You're crying in the rain, pal.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Ah.